Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of our WWE 2K19 Universe Mode. This is episode 2 of Shimmer. So, another big show for you tonight, all 3 championships on the line. And we are starting things off just like the last show with an 8-woman over-the-top rope battle royale. We have got Mandy Rose, Candice LeRae, Daokta Kai, Peyton Royce, Dana Brooke, Piper Niven, Toni Storm, and Io Sharai. So this should be pretty interesting. Obviously, it's a good way to boost yourself if that's what you're looking for. I mean, last week, of course, we saw Jordynne Grace score a victory in this. And she then went on to, well, she will be going on tonight to fight for the #1 contendership. So it's obviously a great way to get yourself a big momentum boost. I'm not saying that the person who wins this is guaranteed a big opportunity, but it's not going to hurt. It's going to be quite good. Pretty interesting group of ladies in this match. Then, of course, we've got Dana Brooke, who we saw fighting Amp, and Daokta Kai, who we saw last week fighting for the championship, the part of Shimmer Championship. Now they get another opportunity here. We've got Piper Niven making a first appearance. Toni Storm, who I'm a little bit annoyed I've not managed to get a bit more better run for so far. I feel a bit bad about that, to be honest with you. Piper Niven as well. Yeah, I think Toni Storm's going to be one of the main people in this roster moving forward. I think she's a very, very strong member of the roster. I can see her fighting for championships, but of course we're just starting things off at the moment, so things are very up and down at the moment, I suppose, if you look at it that way. It's a real chance for anybody after 2 or 3 victories to get themselves in a strong position, though. Like I said, last week we saw Jordynne Grace win the Battle Royal. We saw Tessa Blanchard beat Candice LeRae. And there's our first... That's not our first elimination, is it? I was looking at the paperwork and I've missed someone get eliminated. Well, Piper Niven's gone. Toni Storm's gone, hasn't she? Well, there's Toni Storm just gone now. Well, I'm well confused now. So Mandy Rose is still in. Candice is still in. Daokta Kai is still in. Peyton Royce is still in. Dana Brooke's still in. Piper Niven, Io Sharai, and Toni Storm have all gone. Wow. And there goes Candice as well, eliminated by Dana Brooke. And there goes no. Mandy Rose holds on. So saying, yeah, so last week Jordynne Grace won this match and Tessa Blanchard got a strong win against Candice LeRae. And those 2 ladies tonight will be fighting for the chance for a shot at the Shimmer Championship at our next show. As there goes Dana Brooke eliminated by Mandy Rose. Wow, okay. So I'm not going to say whoever wins this match is going to get an opportunity like that, don't get me wrong, but it's definitely not going to hurt their situation at all. Nice Mandy Rose dropping Peyton Royce flat on her face. But a lot of great matches for you tonight. We will have Tenille Dashwood defending that Heart of Shimmer Championship against Ember Moon. As Daokta Kai eliminates... Mandy Rose. We're down to our final 2. Maybe I can make this... I don't know. Maybe I can make this the winner gets a chance at the Heart of Shimmer Championship next week, maybe? That seems a bit more realistic, actually, rather than trying to jump the gun and making them go straight for the main championship. I like that idea, actually, yeah. So Peyton Royce and Daokta Kai, both great options. Tenille Dashwood will be defending that belt in our next match against Ember Moon. Like I said, Tessa Blanchard one-on-one against Jordynne Grace for the Shimmer #1 contendership. We're going to have the Kabuki Warriors defending their Shimmer Tag Team Championships against Nia Jax and Tamina. We're going to have an interesting one, a 6-woman Elimination Tables match. As Peyton Royce eliminates Daokta Kai and Peyton Royce wins the match. Peyton will get a chance next episode then against the Heart of Shimmer champion, be that Tenille Dashwood or Ember Moon. So yeah, we've got a 6-woman table elimination between the Riot squad versus the team of Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, and Marina Sharif, or whatever her name is. And then our main event, of course, is one-on-one Becky Lynch versus Sasha Banks for the Shimmer Championship. So Peyton Royce gets the win, and Peyton will get an opportunity next week then at the Shimmer, or the Heart of Shimmer Championship. That's good. I like Peyton, you know. I don't know why, but I do. Not the best wrestler in the world, but a pretty damn good character. And that's what it's for then, the Heart of Shimmer Championship. Should be pretty good. Ember Moon versus Tenille Dashwood. As I need to cough. Yeah, should be pretty interesting. It's Ember Moon's first appearance in this universe mode for us. Of course, Tenille made her debut last week, defeating Daokta Kai and Dana Brooke in a triple threat match to become this first Heart of Shimmer champion. And as we already know, the winner of this match will face off against Peyton Royce next weekend to defend this belt. As Tenille Dashwood hands the belt over, she does not want to give the belt away after only a week of getting it. As the referee pretending he's a woman and holding that championship up high. I'm a real girl. Right, Ember Moon, who's got a really cool finisher, versus Tenille Dashwood. It's a bit of a mouthful, isn't it? I know it's a real name, I think, isn't it? But it's a bit of a mouthful. I mean, she should have gone with maybe another stage name, in my opinion. But, you know, it is what it is. Maybe if she goes somewhere else, she might look to change names. I'm not sure. Because I'm not quite sure whether... I mean, she was on commentary for All In. I don't know whether it's someone AEW are looking at to add to their women's roster. Whether she's at that level, because their women's roster is looking very strong at the moment. I don't know. It'd be interesting to see what they do with her, when I suppose. I know she's working like Ring of Honor in this, that, and the other at the moment. She's not exactly a massive name on the independent scene, I don't think, but she's getting a good run here with us. Nice right hand there, right in the gut of Ember Moon, but Ember has dominated the early portions of the match and now sending Tenille Dashwood to the outside. Nice forearm, knocking her off the apron. And the battle commences now on the outside, but Dashwood fighting back and slides back in the ring. Decided she does not want to be there. She does not want to be fighting on the outside because that's an incredibly dangerous place to be. Nice butterfly powerbomb though. Or suplex, let's say, not a powerbomb. I think I gave her the idea though, because she's now putting Dashwood up into a powerbomb position, slides her across there, drops her neck first across that top rope. And there's the pin by Ember Moon. Not even a 1 count though on Tenille. Oh, that's not very good. So I just pulled my sleeve and I've just ripped it. That's very good. Right. Now the battle does commence once again on the outside. Not quite sure this is what Dashwood really wants. Although she does have championships advantage, remember, so if this would end as a count out or a double count out, then Dashwood still would walk away with the championship. There she is now throwing Tenille Dashwood back into the ring. It's a mouthful, isn't it? Ember Moon now with that alley-oop style suplex. But Dashwood catches her right in the face with a strong elbow. And just taking her down and raining down with the punches. Real ground and pound here by Tenille Dashwood. Who's slowly now bringing Ember Moon back up to her feet. And discus right hand. And Ember sliding to the outside. What was Ember Moon's name on the indie scene? I can't remember now. Athena? Was she Athena? I think she might have been Athena. I might be wrong though. It has happened before. Nice forearm there by Dashwood. A second one. Spinning back fist. Before now sending Ember Moon. Oh, that's going to play with my head now. Ember Moon. Back into the ring. Ember now sent into the far corner as Dashwood follows up with a splash, but Ember able to avoid it. Dashwood going face first into that top turnbuckle. Ember now dropping Dashwood neck first across that top rope as well. Bringing her back up to her feet. Into the corner. Ember's going to follow up with a handspring into a splash of her own, but Dashwood avoids it now. Boot in the gut of Ember and then into a butterfly suplex. Dashwood now rolling Moon over, looking for... Wow. Look at STF. Dead center of the ring, but of course, as painful as it is for Ember Moon, it's very difficult for Emma to hold as well because of the arching of the back and the crab position as such. So it does work your muscles quite a lot as well. So she's never going to be able to hold that too long term. Oh, nice slamming Ember Moon's face right into the mat there by Dashwood. Now pulls Ember across the ring towards the ropes. Feet up on the ropes. Referee staring at the shoulders, doesn't even notice. I'll have to have a word with him backstage about that. That's very poor refereeing to not notice that. Nice boot right in the gut. A second one there by Dashwood as well. Then into a clothesline on Ember Moon. Now the over-the-top cutter to the seated Ember. And to be honest with you, I'm pleased with Tenille here. She's doing a much better job than I expected. I thought Ember might be a really tricky first defense for her, which is still becoming the case, but Ember is really showcasing a lot of great abilities. Ember now heading up to the top rope. Stalking the grounded Tenille. Dashwood, can she hit the Eclipse? She goes for it and she hits the Eclipse. That could be brand new champion crowd here. 1, 2, and no. Tenille Dashwood able to kick out. Wow. Ember looking for the knee in the spine of Dashwood, who then clotheslines Ember, falling to the outside. Dashwood follows up now, bringing Ember back up to her feet, looking for the boot in the gut, but Ember fights back with a knee right in the gut of Tenille Dashwood, and then super kicks Ember in the gut before catching a boot. Ember sending Tenille back into the ring, follows her in. So we've got some very interesting matches for you this evening. Of course, all 3 championships being defended. Of course, this is the first one. Like I said, we've got Becky versus Sasha later on tonight for the Shimmer Championship. And of course, the Kabuki Warriors defending their belts against Nia Jax and Tamina, as Tenille Dashwood now stalking Ember and dropping a Michinoku driver style, grabbing the leg, sitting on the chest. And that is enough for Tenille Dashwood to retain the championship. Well done. Big defense that was for Tenille Dashwood. I'm very pleased for her. She needed a good run, I think. She really did. And of course, she'll be defending that belt next week now against Peyton Royce. Oh, Dashwood continuing the assault. Oh. Insult to injury here by Dashwood, and more boots and boots and boots into the gut of Ember Moon. Okay. This is very interesting. Very interesting indeed. I'm sure Ember's going to want some sort of retribution for that. How do we play this now then? Because I've already said that Peyton's going to get the championship match next week, but thinking about it now, I'm sure Ember's going to want some sort of retribution about this. Maybe be part of that championship, maybe get Emma afterwards. Okay, well, we've already given Peyton the match. We'll leave Peyton with the match, and then we will see what happens here then. I'm going to write a note, and I think we can build some sort of feud out of this moving forward, I think. Anyway, let's move on to our next match of the evening. And here we go then. These two ladies fighting for a chance to face off against the Shimmer champion next week for the Shimmer Championship. Definitely, something's gone down the wrong way, I tell you. Oh, my dinner's repeating on me. I've had too many jalapenos in my dinner. My stomach's on fire. Anyway, Jordynne Grace, like I said, who won the 8-woman... No, it was 6-woman last week. Yeah, 6-woman... No, it was 8-woman, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, yeah. The 8-woman Battle Royal last week, taking on Tessa Blanchard, who dominated a match against Candice LeRae last week as well. And, yeah, this match was always on the schedule anyway, but a shout-out to Jay. Of course, he also suggested this will be a good match to have on this episode. Tessa bringing Grace back up to her feet. There's a strong forearm by Grace, who now shows strength with that gorilla press, taking Tessa Blanchard down before raining the right hands right into the face. Now dropping into the pin for the 1. Nope, not even a 1, barely. What do you think of these cores? I think the Tessa Blanchard core is very good, but I'm not 100% sure how I feel about the Jordynne Grace. I mean, the attire is very good. Not quite sure. Ah, the face is not bad either. I mean, no, it is actually a pretty good core, to be honest. Maybe it needs to be a tad thicker. Is that the correct word? I'm trying not to be offensive at the same time, which is obviously... She's done a lot of muscle work. She's built the area out. If that's, I'm really treading thin water here right now. I mean, I don't want to be, I don't want to be offensive. What I'm saying is not offensive. I'm gonna be quiet now. Yeah, I'm not gonna talk anymore because I don't want to ruffle anyone up the wrong way. Anyway. Grace now taking Tessa up, showcasing her strength now, dropping the squats while Tessa is lifted in the suplex position. Nice. Grace now bringing Tessa back up to her feet. There's a boot in the gut. Before now a boot right in the face of Tessa Blanchard as well. Stamping on the shin before bringing Tessa back up to her feet. Looking for the ace crusher, but Jordynne slides free then into the little over the top drop. Before slamming Tessa into the corner. Looking for that stiff right hand, but Tessa fighting back, sending Grace into the corner now. Shotgun drop kick into the corner. Clubbing blow in the back there by Grace into the big spine buster. Before slamming the knee of Tessa into the mat as well. And Grace now stalking the grounded Tessa Blanchard. There's a boot in the gut. And plants Tessa as well. There's the pin. 2 and 3. And Jordynne Grace is going on to our next show next week to fight for the Shimmer Championship. That's big, that is. Very big. Very impressive victory there. That's 2 very strong victories in a row for Grace, and that could be very beneficial for her in this universe mode, because it means she's going to build up that momentum. She's going to get on that hot streak, which is going to boost her stats and make her a lot more dangerous. She's going to obviously have either Becky Lynch or Sasha Banks next week to fight for that Shimmer Championship, and not only that, she's going to main event the show next week as well, so this is going to be pretty good. It's going to be our first, or not outsider, but I mean, I wanted to try and get some different talent main eventing shows. I didn't want it to be the big WWE names all the time, so I'm quite happy about this. Jordynne Grace. Nice. And that's what it's for then, the Shimmer Tag Team Championship. So, we have got the Kabuki Warriors making their first championship defense as they take on the team of Nia Jax and Tamina. This is not going to be easy whatsoever, is it? It's going to be very, very tricky as their first championship defense. Obviously, there is a massive size advantage for the team of Nia Jax and Tamina. A big strength advantage. However, I'm sure it's not going to phase Asuka or Kairi Sane at all. The two of them have wrestled some of the best around the world before making their way to WWE. They've faced big opponents, they've faced small opponents, they've faced everyone. That's how they got to the pinnacle, and now they are here, of course, in the pinnacle of Shimmer, looking to retain, should I say, their Shimmer Tag Team Championships. Of course, they won these belts last episode when they defeated the teams of the Iconics, the Bella Twins, and the Riot Squad. But this is a big challenge for them. I mean, the team of Nia Jax and Tamina, two very dangerous ladies that, if given control of the match, will keep that control, I think. As Asuka now rolling Tamina through into a knee bar. Nia does notice finally and helps Tamina break free. Now Nia coming up behind Asuka and dropping her with the shin breaker, which is something they're going to have to keep an eye out for. Of course, in these sort of matches, you've always got to keep an eye over your shoulder because everyone is legal at any point in time. As Tamina now dropping her body weight across the neck of Kairi Sane up against the ring rope. Nia Jax has got Asuka flattened on the outside. So these could be very, very dominant tag team champions, couldn't they? It would take a lot to get the belt away from them. Stiff right hands, but Asuka fighting back. Kairi Sane taking some control in the ring now as well over Tamina. Spinning back fist attempt there by Nia Jax, blocked by Asuka, who sends Nia back into the ring. Asuka now bringing Nia back up to her feet before springing her off the ropes into the hip toss. Kairi Sane, nice German suplex on Tamina as well inside the ring. Of course, this is our second championship match of the evening. We've already seen, of course, the Heart of Shimmer Championship defended by Tenille Dashwood. And we also have the Shimmer Championship match coming up for you in the main event. However, next up we do have the 6-woman table elimination match. The Riot Squad versus the Horsewomen. Sane taking Tamina down. And the Kabuki Warriors have taken control. I don't like that name. I really don't. Are they still called that? Or did they do a Viking experience where they found out it was such a stupid name and they cancelled it off? Sane now sending Tamina into the barrier, then once again as well into the barrier. Nia sending Asuka back into the ring, and in comes Kairi Sane. No, Kairi Sane heading up to the top. She goes for the elbow, not the proper one though, but here's Nia with Asuka up on her shoulders, dropping it in the Samoan drop as Tamina now has Kairi Sane up on her shoulders. This could be a great chance for the championships to change hands. Asuka able to kick out. Nia now bringing Asuka back up to her feet as Tamina just launching Kairi Sane hair first across the ring. And now it's Tamina hitting the Samoan drop on Kairi Sane this time. But Asuka dominating Nia Jax while Tamina's dominating Kairi Sane. There's an ankle lock there locked in by Asuka on Nia Jax, and she's grapevine that leg as well. Can Nia break free? Yeah, Nia's able to roll through, using her leg strength there to roll through. You see Nia struggling to put weight on that ankle after that ankle lock as well. But now she's just launching Asuka around the ring. Just shows that superior strength. Like I said, as soon as these two get in control, it's very difficult to turn the match back around. However, Asuka has managed to do it there with the spinning heel kick, then into the hip attack as Kairi Sane has taken out Tamina as well. There's the pin by Asuka on Nia. It's only for a 2 count as Kairi Sane launching Tamina over the top before bringing her back in the hard way with a snapmare. Asuka once again rolling Nia, throwing it into another submission as Kairi Sane heads up top. And she's going for that big elbow drop on Tamina. If Asuka can just block Nia Jax away from the situation, then I think Kairi Sane could get the pin, but Nia just got that stiff right hand, allowing herself to get through and break up that pin. Asuka, big boot to the side of the head of Nia Jax, though, as Kairi Sane, oh, she went for the spear, but Tamina reversed it into a DDT. I didn't realise that. Asuka bringing Nia up. Nia slapping Asuka's foot away. Stiff right hand by Asuka once again, looking for that spinning heel kick, but Nia caught the leg. And all of a sudden, the Samoan Death Machines are back in control. And Tamina's up top into a frog splash on Kairi Sane. Wow. High impact frog splash. There's a pin by Tamina, but Asuka's there to break it up pretty quickly. Asuka now front chancery on Tamina. Trips her up, rolls her through, and locks in that submission middle of the ring. Nia's down. Nia's back up. And that's the submission broken. Nia now tripping Sane over and rolls her over into a Boston Crab. And Asuka just dropping the referee. Trying to get Nia to break that submission, but she just can't. And finally Nia does see the referee down and decides against holding it. Nia now with Kairi Sane in the corner. For some reason can't get close enough to actually grapple. There we go. And now Kairi Sane catches the boot in the face. Into the far corner she goes. What is Sane going for here with Nia in the corner? Oh, nice. Running clothesline. But Tamina is in control of Asuka as Sane heading up to the top. Is she going to go big elbow? She is going to go big elbow once again and lands it on Nia Jax this time. But Tamina is there to break that submission up straight away. And Tamina and Nia are the two up on their feet. And this match is getting pretty strong now, pretty in-depth. Both these teams so desperate to walk out of here with the championships. Nia and Tamina know how important it is to get these belts, and Asuka and Kairi Sane know how important it is for their careers here to keep a hold. It guarantees you a place on the card being the champion as well, doesn't it? That's front chancery there. And front chancery back this time by Asuka, and all of a sudden, no, I was going to say, yeah, control is with the Kabuki Warriors now. Asuka with the submission locked in on Tamina. Sane now launching Nia over the top. And is going to bring her back in with a snapmare. Tamina now taking Asuka up and dropping it into a backbreaker. Tamina now heading up to the top. Is she going to go for the... She does go for that big snooker splash from the top. And there's the pin, but Sane's going to get there just in time to break it up for the two. Tamina boot in the gut of Sane as we see Nia. Oh. Turning Asuka over. Nia Jax. Oh my word. Nia Jax has just powerbombed Asuka to the ground outside. That is a move that can not only end the match, it's a move that can end a career. That is brutality by Nia Jax. She's not finished yet. Taking Asuka up again. Another powerbomb on the outside. Tamina with the pin on the inside now, and Kairi Sane, her feet are up on the ropes, and oh, almost enough for the win. Sane's not happy because Tamina's feet are up on the ropes, but referee, oh my god, how is Asuka fighting back here? How is Asuka fighting back as there's a spear by Sane on Tamina? Tamina drops the outside. This is now Sane and Asuka in the middle of the ring, alone with Nia Jax. Nia fighting back there with the boot in the gut of Asuka, who fights back with a spinning heel kick in the gut of Nia. Went for the running hip attack in the corner. Nia avoids it, taking Asuka up on her shoulders. And drops her into a world's strongest slam style move. And Sane slides back into the ring. I don't know if she was going to get there in time for the free, but Asuka was able to kick out on her own. Sane now, oh, backslide, slam into the pin on Nia. She's got her stacked up, but Nia able to use that strength to break free. Nia now taking Sane over her shoulder. Scoop slam dropping her. There's a big leg drop as Asuka with a running hip attack now on Tamina. There's the pin if nope. I was going to say if Sane can control Nia, but she just couldn't. Sane now dropping Nia over the top. Is she going to bring her back in with that snapmare? If I was Sane, there we go. Yeah, I'd forearm her off because Asuka is about to lay the boots down. Spinning heel kick to the face of Tamina. There's the pin. Sane has taken Nia Jax out on the outside. This is surely the pinfall. It is the Kabuki Warriors keep their Shimmer Tag Team Championships in a cracking match here. What a great defense that was. And so far tonight, both championships defended successfully. Looks like we definitely crowned the right people last week. What a match this was then. Great match between these two teams. Both teams really showcased some great ability. Really showcased a lot of heart, a lot of resilience. But of course, eventually only one team can come out victorious. And that was the champions, the Kabuki Warriors, in the end. So well done to Asuka and Kairi Sane. It's insane in the membrane. I still would have preferred Kairi Sane teaming with Io Shirai on SmackDown because of the work they've done in the past together. They're a very smooth tag team, but you can't say anything bad about Asuka, can you? So, I wonder who these two will be defending their tag team championships against next week. And here we go then. This is a 6-woman elimination tables match. Now, what I'm deciding in my head to do in this one, I just thought about this while I was watching the loading screens, which, thankfully for you, I have removed. But I was thinking that the winner of this match will be able to put a team representing their stable up against the Kabuki Warriors, the Kabuki Warriors next week for the Shimmer Tag Team Championships. So should Riot Squad win, we'll see a Riot Squad team, and should the Horsewomen win, we'll see a Horsewomen-based team. I'm hoping they do this in WWE because this is just, it seems so obvious for me to have Rousey, Baszler, Duke and Shafir all together as a stable. It just seems obvious to me, plus it gives you the opportunity to do that 4-on-4 Survivor Series match, which, depending on Sasha's situation with the company, and I'm sure we'll try and do it at some point as well, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'd like to see this, and I think it'd be really good to see one of these two teams fighting it out for the Tag Team Championships next week. I have messed that up. I've put my matches back to front. Kabuki versus the winner of this one. So I'm just writing my paperwork so I don't forget what I promised. Because the worst thing, because I'm recording that much. I mean, my plan is to record 4 shows tonight because I'm away this weekend, and I need to make sure that the videos for the weekend upload on time. So I want to make sure that I remember everything I promised. Because when you record 4 shows in one night, they all can sort of blend into each other, and I'll forget by tomorrow when I do this card for next week that I've promised that, so I'll write it down as I go along. Right, so this is Elimination, I'm pretty sure. Elimination Tables. Which is probably not a very normal match for women's wrestling, but I thought it'd be more entertaining to do this sort of thing, to be honest. Get a bit of gimmicky stuff in here. Bit of enjoyment. I feel like the team of the Horsewomen should dominate this because Ronda's stats in this game are very over the top. Shayna Baszler's just amazing. I have boosted the Riot squad a bit, especially Ruby. I think Ruby has the potential to be a champion in this universe mode for us as well. Right now, springing off the ropes into that short, sharp Hurricanrana. Why has Liv just thrown that table to the outside then? Why has she also gone to the outside to pick it up to bring it back in again? Why have you done that, Liv? Why must you do that? Anyway, I went into a pub a few weeks back. This is a really out there conversation now. I went into a pub a few weeks back and there was a girl behind the bar and she looked just like Liv Morgan. I mean, she had the same sort of glasses, the same hairdo, same lipstick, everything. And I was, you know, I'm sure we've all been in this situation before when you've seen someone out and about and you don't want to ask that question about whether you watch the wrestling because, I mean, it just seems so obvious to me looking at her that she was trying to style herself on Liv Morgan. But you just can't have that conversation, can you? Because if you ask and it's not the correct answer, then you look like a right idiot, don't you? So I didn't say anything, but yeah, she looked just like her. She looked like she'd styled her entire look off Liv Morgan, which was, yeah, which was nice. Anyway, Shafir now with the... Why are you dumping the table to the outside as well? This game is meant to win tables matches. It really is. She's just thrown the table to the outside, then gone out and picked it back up and brought it back in again. Why do this to me? I seem to recall now that 6-person table matches aren't the greatest. If you'd done that again, oh my god. Oh my god, she did it again. Just put the table in the corner and as soon as you get the first elimination, it's not too bad. Right, put the table in the corner. Set the table. Okay, set the table up. That's fine. Nope. Sarah Logan's having none of that. Ruby Riot now using the table as a weapon right in the face of Shayna Baszler. Rousey coming up behind Ruby Riot. Oh, into a flatline. That table was almost set up in a good position for that flatliner as well. Riot now looking to grab that table, is she? No, she's just doing circles around it. She's doing laps around the table. Good cardio work. As Rousey now with Ruby Riot up on her shoulders. There's that impactful Samoan drop Death Valley driver combination she uses. And Ronda Rousey is the first person in this match to have the intelligence to actually put a table in a position where she can try and get elimination. Ooh. But it's Sarah Logan sending... I'm getting lost now. Oh my god, I've forgotten her name. I've forgotten her. She's going to get eliminated anyway. Sarah Logan eliminates Shayna Baszler from this match with that T-bone suplex through the table. Wow, I forgot. Why did I forget Shayna Baszler's name? I got Sonya Deville stuck in my head because, of course, they're very similar wrestling styles. And there's elimination as well. We're down to 2-on-2 now. Is it Marina Shafir eliminating... I didn't realise Marina Shafir is married to Roderick Strong. Eliminating Liv Morgan. We're down to 2-on-2 now. Ronda Rousey and Marina Shafir versus Sarah Logan and Ruby Riot. I feel like if the Horsewomen win this match, it'll probably end up being the team of Shafir and Duke who go for the championships. If the Riot squad win, it'll probably be Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan. I feel like the likes of Shayna Baszler, Ronda Rousey, and Ruby Riot should be fighting a bit higher up the card. Sarah Logan. I like Sarah Logan, you know. Nice split leg moonsault. I feel like she was rushed onto the main roster a bit as part of this stable, which she's showcasing her ability though. She's not bad, don't get me wrong. Crazy Mary Dobson. She's not bad by any stretch of the imagination, but I feel like they sort of rushed her NXT part a bit, didn't they? Sarah Logan just stamping on the back of the head of Ronda Rousey once again. Ruby Riot slides in the ring with a table. And Riot now up on the top rope. What is she even considering here? It looks crazy, whatever it is. Riot. Oh, she went for a diving knee. Why would you go for a diving knee? That's just insane. That's just stupid. Sarah Logan ascending Ronda Rousey shoulder first into the corner turnbuckle. As Shafir's now back in the ring with Riot, but Shafir turned her back on Sarah Logan, who caught her with that Saito suplex, now picking up that table. And Logan positions it in the corner. This could be a great opportunity here for the Riot Squad to get an elimination and make this match 2-on-1. And Logan is on that straight away, sending Shafir into... It is Shafir, isn't it? Marina Shafir, I think it is, yeah. And there's a second T-bone. Wow. It is 2-on-1. The Riot Squad, Ruby Riot and Sarah Logan going 2-on-1 now against Ronda Rousey. This is big. This could be a massive, massive victory here for the Riot Squad. I really thought that the Horsewomen would win this one quite easily. I must admit, that's a bit harsh, like, but I really thought that they would do it. But hey-ho. It looks like it could end up being the Riot Squad because it's 2-on-1 here. But you can't write Ronda Rousey off. If anyone can come down from 2-on-1, it's definitely Ronda. She has the stats to do it. As Ruby Riot just sending Ronda face first into the apron, then back into the ring now. But we do need a table in the action. One of these two ladies, they both decided to get the table. Terrible communication here between the two ladies. Riot now up on the top once again. Sarah Logan just a boot right in the gut of Ronda Rousey. I think Ruby, if she's wise, she needs to be setting this table up while Sarah Logan continues the assault. Logan just slamming a... Oh, why? Why? Why is this game like this? Why is it like this with the table? It has to throw it to the outside first before it brings it in and sets it up in the corner. Why is it... What? Why? Why are you like this? Why be like that? Why? You see Ronda there almost getting back in this match, but straight away the numbers game was just too much for her. Has gone. Put it in the corner. Put it in the corner. In the corner. Well, Rousey fighting back, taking Ruby Riot down. Rousey needs to set this table up. She needs to take advantage while she has one person in the ring. Right now, sent shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. And now Rousey dropping Ruby Riot on her back, but I don't think Rousey's noticed that Sarah Logan's back on her feet in the ring. And Sarah Logan now big forearm right in the face of Rousey, who fights back. Big elbows in the face of Sarah Logan, clubbing blow to the back. Now into a neck breaker. This is interesting, this. If Rousey can set this table up and get an elimination, this would be huge. She does set the table up, but Ruby Riot's back up on her feet. Catches Rousey from behind. Rousey was not paying enough attention to her opponent while she was setting that table up. And Ruby Riot now sending Ronda Rousey through the table. And the Riot Squad pick up a huge victory here this evening. Wow, that's big. That is really big. The Riot Squad picking up the victory over the Horsewomen, which means that we are going to see... Oh, I messed that up, haven't I? I've just highlighted the wrong ones on this piece of paper. Is we are going to see the Riot Squad face off against the Kabuki Warriors next week for the Tag Team Championships. Wow. Really impressed with Sarah Logan as well, with 2 eliminations in this match. Shayna Baszler and Marina Shafir. And as you see, Liv Morgan joins them back in the ring. Celebrations in tow. That's not only good for the tag team, but of course it's very good for Ruby Riot as well. Strong victory for her. It's definitely going to push her in the right direction when looking for championships. And here we go, and this is what it is all for. the Shimmer Championship. Of course, Becky Lynch won this last week when she defeated Ronda Rousey, Shayna Baszler, and Charlotte in a fatal 4-way. And, of course, Sasha won this opportunity when she defeated Bayley one-on-one last week as well. So everyone's winning stuff. Someone tonight is going to have 2 wins in a row, and someone is walking home with nothing. I'm looking forward to this one. Should be pretty interesting. I'm a little bit worried because I did forget to change Sasha's moveset, which means she still hasn't got a very good one. It means she's still got the bank statement with the submission built into it. Which in real life is not a problem, but on this game it always rolls her straight into a rope break. Either way. There's the Shimmer Championship being held up high. Sasha Banks facing off against Becky Lynch. A referee rings the bell. We are underway. Sasha now just forcing Becky Lynch back into the corner. The referee is going to be forced to make a break. And it's not clean. Sasha with the swift right hand right in the face. It's been a while since Sasha's been a heel, isn't it, really? I mean, she was a heel for the majority of her run in NXT, but since then, she seems to have played a face majority of the time on the main roster. They've tried to make her a heel here and there, but I don't know if she really has it. I don't know if she has the real heel persona. I mean, some people just do. I mean, that's why I think people like Shayna Baszler are so important, because she's such a naturally good heel. And those sort of people are very hard to find in the women's division. I mean, people like the Iconics, they try their hardest, but someone like Shayna genuinely comes over as a great heel. So I think that's why Shayna is going to be incredibly successful in the future. And a bit like Alexa Bliss as well. She just has that character down. Alexa Bliss is not necessarily the best wrestler on the women's roster, but in my opinion, she's one of the best they have because of how strong her character is. I think these two were actually together, weren't they? It was Sasha who brought Becky into NXT, and Becky was Sasha's sort of henchwoman for a while, until Becky got good enough to sort of challenge her for the belts, didn't she? Sasha sending Becky face first now into the turnbuckle, into the match, let's say, before now locking in the bow and arrow here on Becky Lynch. But Becky drops into the pin. I feel like Sasha's doing incredibly well here so far, though. Becky's really struggling to get into this match, and Sasha's just dominating for large portions. Sasha brings Becky back up to her feet now, over the top, and into the backdrop on Becky Lynch. As Sasha's just dominating Becky. Becky's had barely any offense at all in this match. Sasha with a Hurricanrana taking Becky down. Nice boot in the gut there by Sasha. Hooking the arms into the straight jacket. Neckbreaker straight into the pin. It's only a 1 count. Becky able to kick out. So she's got no offense so far, but she really is showing great resilience. A chop right across the chest. Another chop as well. And Becky with a stiff right hand catching Sasha. Spinning heel kick to the gut. Nice super kick to the knee. Sasha sending Becky over the top. Now joining her on the outside. Oh my god, that was brutal. Absolutely brutal. It was like a flatliner onto the apron. She really hit that hard then. Becky catching Sasha in the face with the elbow. Both ladies come back into the ring. Sasha now catching Becky into a neckbreaker. A boot in the gut before now bringing Becky back up to her feet. Into the corner sends Sasha on Becky as well. Sasha now dropping the double knees on Becky Lynch. Dropping a boot right in the gut and now drops into the pin. 1, 2, only a 1 count. But again, Sasha is dominating Becky so much. Becky's got no offense whatsoever in this match. Nice step up in Seguri. Oh, I just panicked there. For some reason, I just thought I wasn't recording. I am. I mean, I've been going for over an hour, and I just thought myself, I am recording, aren't I? But we are going. That's good. Sasha now once again catching Becky into that neck break. Becky's got no chance here. She's got no offense whatsoever. Sasha drops into a pin once again. It's just a matter of time. It really is a matter of time before this is won. Oh, the jalapenos have come back again. Sasha wrenching back at the arm now. Damaging that arm potentially for the bank statement later on. That submission. Which looks like it might be locked in very, very soon. There's the backstabber, rolls her through into the bank statement, and she's pulled her just far halfway from the ropes for it not to be a rope break. And Becky's tapped. My word, Sasha just absolutely dominated Becky Lynch. I mean, that is stunning how much Sasha just dominated Becky. I've never seen a match so one-sided in this game. Wow. That was really, really, that was big. That was crazy. Look at that DDT. I mean, Sasha just dominated the whole way through there, didn't she? 2 of those straight jacket neck breakers. The bank statement perfectly positioned. I've never seen anything like it. I really haven't. It's just so one-sided. I don't remember Becky getting a single piece of offense on. I mean, I'm not guaranteeing rematches either. If Becky wants a rematch, she's going to have to earn it, which I think will give her an opportunity to do so, but we'll have to wait and see what happens, won't we, really? We'll have to wait and see what happens. They might do another #1 contendership next week, maybe. But there we go. Sasha is your new Shimmer champion after the most one-sided match ever. That one's not going on the best match series, is it? That way, one-sided. So, there we go. That is the end of tonight's Shimmer. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, then please do hit that like button. Of course, subscribe if you want to see some more. We've got a big weekend coming for you. We've got the Combat Zone Wrestling Tournament of Death starting tomorrow. We've got the Ring of Honor pay-per-view tomorrow. And I believe we're going to have a special treat for you on Sunday, if I've got the time to record it. If not, it might be into next week at some point. But it should be pretty much great. Anyway, I shall bid you farewell. Goodbye.